Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm basically sitting here on this ranch waiting to find out what trailer I'm supposed to pick up, because none of the numbers on these match what they're telling me. So I don't know if this is going to happen or not. He's trying to get a hold of somebody to confirm it. My broker is. And my headset's not working for some reason. Here comes the rain. I really don't want to be out hitching this up in the rain, and it looks like it's going to rain a while. Kind of sucks. If I'd known, I could have got it before it started. Hey, okay. A loaner. Okay. Let's do that then, because yeah, they've got people out here working and staying in these. So yeah. They're not going to like me taking off with their boots, so. Okay. Okay, is this Big Tex again, or? Awesome, okay, I know where that is. Okay, I'll head that way. Thank you much. Bye-bye. Okay, so that turned out to be great. My headset started working after I reset it. I'm back in business here, and I don't have to mess with these people. This is some kind of a deal between them and the trailer outfit. They got a loaner out here. They probably got it out here for their branding season, for people to be staying in, because I think it's one of those living quarters. And I'm not taking off with somebody's boots. I'm just kidding. Not even going to do that. So let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here. Hopefully you just push a button to get out and don't need a code. We'll see. I guess I should run up here. You know, I will if I have to get out, but if I don't, I'll not worry about it. Told her I wouldn't mess with her if I didn't need to. She's got stuff to do, the housekeeper does. All right, thank you God for not making me get out in that rain and hitch that trailer. That's too heavy for me anyway. That was the other thing, it was too heavy. Oh, awesome, it's just one button. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so this was a pleasant little interlude. I burned a little bit of fuel I didn't need to burn, but no big deal. No big deal. We'll just go back to Amarillo. Now I've got 2 jobs, Amarillo to Oklahoma City and back to Amarillo with another one. So this is even way better. This means I don't have to go anywhere near I-35. Just have to deal with I40. I can do that. It's not so bad. I mean, parts of it are pretty rough, but it's not as bad as I-35. At least for the most part, it's not a parking lot. Gets a little clogged up in the afternoons, I guess. It did when I was in there Friday, but that's okay too. Alrighty, I'm happy. I'm going to take off my headset now. Just go back from whence we came, making a big circle. It's just like 45 miles I won't get paid for, but that's nothing in the big scheme of things. This is just one of those little snafus, you know, this kind of thing happens. They weren't real clear with him, evidently. And that's kind of typical in this business. People think that you know what they're talking about. Just because they know what they're talking about, I suppose. Doesn't work that way. But anyway, these people out here don't need me messing with their stuff when they're doing their branding. They've got enough stuff to worry about. Out branding in the rain, that sounds like fun, huh? Doesn't really to me. Sounds like no fun at all. Sounds like a wet, muddy mess is what it sounds like. So evidently they have a loaner trailer in there and they were supposed to get it returned or something. Ain't happening today, so. I should probably text this person back, though. You can disregard that last message. I got better information, and we are not hauling a trailer today. So thank you. Okay, that way there's no open-ended anything with those people, because clearly there was a communication issue between the trailer outfit and these folks. Kind of funny, you know. I was right there. I could have just picked up right there. But this is the way the business goes. It's always something. So I can trash all that paperwork I just filled out in anticipation of this one. Well, I think the only thing I have to, yeah, I do. I've got to trash it all. That's okay. So evidently I'm going to Oklahoma City with one trailer, bringing one back, and then we'll see what happens after that. Now I should be able to get this done today. It's not that far over to Oklahoma City, and I still got lots of drive hours left. Running Water Road. Whew, got back to the highway pretty quick. Yay. And I'm going to switch over to my other fuel tank. That one's a little empty. All right. No, it's gonna be one of them days. I hope it's not raining in Amarillo now. I bet it is, but I hope it's not, because I really don't want to stand out in the rain and hook this thing up. And I'm gonna guess that I'll have to hook it up because they didn't come running out to unhitch the other one. Some places do, some places don't. It just depends on their management, I guess, how they want to do it. It doesn't bother me either way. I mean, it's not that hard to hitch up a trailer. I just don't want to get soaked doing it. You know, it's just one of the hazards of, you know, the business, working in the rain. You'll have that. This is why I'd rather do these little store-to-store transfers. I mean, they're just so much easier. There's no drama, there's no confusion. It's usually they got this trailer going there and that trailer going here. And they're usually long enough to pay decent, but not so long that it takes you all damn day to get it done. So you can get 2 or 3 of them done in a day usually. Giant chickens out there at their driveway. I keep threatening to get one of those. Giant chicken on a stick. Get one for Bill. I don't know though, he's pretty happy with these real chickens. He's very fond of them. They're his pet chickens. He goes out and picks them up and carries them around. It's kind of funny. He makes Jack mad, the rooster. He'll pick him up and carry him around. Pisses Jack off. It's like, you can't be picking me up and carrying me around like this. What the hell's wrong with you, man? And Bill just does it anyway. It's pretty funny. Okay, so here we go back through Canyon. That's like an hour and a half that just got eaten up by this kind of miscommunication. This is kind of typical of the more common problems doing this kind of business. A lot of it has to do with, you know, communication, screwed up communications, people misunderstanding each other. And none of it's very dramatic. I mean, it's like, it just happens. It's just one of those things. So I've actually stayed in Canyon before. My sister and I came through here a couple years ago and went over to see Paladuro Canyon, and we stayed up here at a little mom and pop hotel. It was pretty nice. It was a pretty decent little place. was up in this vicinity somewhere. See if I can figure it out which one it was. It was on the other side of the main drag, I think. The main drag running east and west, which I believe is right up here. Yeah, there it is. So it's this Buffalo Inn. It was not fancy by any means, but it's fixed up decent, and it's little old mom and pop, and it was reasonable. This little place right here. Very clean. And the rain just keeps coming down. This is good though, because it's been so dry. This whole region needs the rain. And they were getting excessive rain out east, like in Kentucky where it flooded so bad and killed all those people. But we've been suffering out here needing rain, and they've been getting too much of it. So it's really good to see this. Guess I can take my headset off again. Still, I don't want to stand out in it and work in it. I'm kind of being a wimp about it today. I'll give my broker guy, David, I'll give him a lot of credit. He's really tying these loads together for me. He's doing a good job of it. I mean, stuff like this is just unavoidable. You know, you're going to have this kind of thing happen, but it's not a big deal. In the big scheme of things, it's like a little blip. So, you know, 40 miles out of how many thousands of miles I'm going to run this month is not what I'd call really an issue. It's just not. Main thing is to keep me running, keep it loaded, and he's doing a good job of it. So I guess you're going to get to see what Amarillo looks like up close. I got 16 miles to go before I get back up to the dealership where I'm going to pick this trailer up. I'd laugh if it was the same trailer I just delivered. I doubt that it will be, but you never know, they might trade them back and forth like that. They do a lot of swaps. I do know that. Every time they swap trailers, it's good for me. It's good for the business because they don't swap them for free. Now there was a wreck up here that was blocking up the highway when I went through this morning and when I came back through, so I don't know how it's going to be if they ever got it cleaned up. It wasn't like a bad one, it was more of a fender bender. They just had the traffic lanes blocked, and then while I went around it, everybody was making their way around it without too much trouble. It just slowed everybody down. And then the fire truck went in. Then they had the whole thing blocked up. So once the fire truck got there, when I was coming back down this way, they had all those lanes closed down. So hopefully it's opened again. probably is, or it'd be backed up clear out here, I would think, as long as it's been. So that'd be good if that's done. The only problem I might run into is getting back over here in time to deliver this while they're open, and we'll just see. I'm not even going to stress over it. There's no point. I stress out over stuff like that, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't even know exactly how far it is to Oklahoma City from here. I think it's 4 hours, but I'm not sure on that. But if it's 4 hours over and 4 hours back, and it's 10 o'clock by the time I get there, then I'm not going to make it back with it before they close tonight anyway. So, you know, might as well just get used to that idea. So I'll stop somewhere along the way or out on the eastern edge of Amarillo. For the night tonight. So maybe I can get a better deal on a motel than I got last night. That one was expensive. A little more expensive than I wanted to pay, but I missed the motels that were farther out. I'd already gone by them before I started looking for one, so kind of did that to myself. Still wasn't terrible. They did give me a discount. So it was just over 100, and the motel the night before was like 67, so I'm not doing too bad on them, but I like to keep them under 100 whenever I can. If I can keep them under 70, that's awesome. I mean, if you can stand to stay in them. Some of them that are that cheap, you can't even stand to stay in. But I've stayed in some bad places. But I've kind of figured out how to tell the ones that are really bad from the ones that are okay. You know, they're shabby and worn out, but they're not disgusting. So shabby and worn out, I can handle. Filthy, I'm just not. That does nothing for me. Filthy's just disgusting. Actually, I'm much happier really going over to Oklahoma City and back. This means I'm not going to get stuck in South Texas, having to come up that I-35 corridor to get home. And that's fine with me. I don't have to go to South Texas to be happy. I'm perfectly happy out here in the Panhandle. He could bounce me between Oklahoma City and Amarillo every day, all day, for the next couple of years, and I'd be fine with that too. I'm sure I'd get bored with it, but you know. I might get lucky and get in here before more rain hits and be able to pick this up without having to get soaked again. That's what I'm hoping for. This weather's got me all froggy. It's messing with my sinuses in a big way. All this pressure. It was giving me a headache yesterday, so I had that all day pretty much going on. Today's been better, much better. It's actually, my headache went away last night when I came around the back side of this front, and it kind of immediately relieved the pressure in my head, which was really nice. So I didn't have to suffer all night with the headache too. There's Starbucks. So that's where I stayed last night, and I didn't even think about that Starbucks being right there. I'm not going to do Starbucks today, I guess. Probably just stick with my regular coffee that I've made. I made a thermos this morning at the motel. So I blew my diet yesterday. I ended up getting a bag of M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms. So now I've got to suffer for the next few days. Well, not suffer. Now I've just got to not hog out on M&Ms for the next few days. Just got to mind my diet. Is what I've got to do. I just got to behave myself. Quit making excuses to not do it. So it's actually working really well for me. I've lost 11 pounds since the 1st of July, since the 3rd actually. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't want to backslide. So we'll nip that business in the bud. No Starbucks, no peanut M&Ms, coffee and sensible lunch. So I think I'm out of lunch stuff. I'm going to have to stop and get something when I get hungry. I'm only 6 miles from this dealership. Hopefully the road's open. Looks like it's clear, at least so far. So I'm about 4 miles south of I40. So what I'll do is I'll hop on I40 and run over about a mile and then get off the exit and then go on into the dealer, pick up this trailer and get the heck out of here. Try and make some time. So I got plenty of time to get over to Oklahoma City and pick up the trailer, which is good. I'll have to stop somewhere on the road tonight. May stop over at Shamrock. They got a motel over there I've stayed at before. Like they got that little fender bender cleared up. It was right up in here somewhere. So this is Amarillo in all its splendor and glory. I actually like Amarillo okay. As far as cities go, it's not the worst one. By far not the worst. It's pretty tame, I think. stuff falling over. That's awesome. The Big Texan restaurant. Everybody's probably heard of the Big Texan. I've actually been to it once a long time ago with my mom and dad and brothers and sisters when we were kids. I may have been about, I don't know, 12-ish. It was a really hokey place then, and I'm sure it's still just as hokey as it used to be. That was the fun of it, you know. It was actually a lot of fun. No, we didn't eat the giant steaks. I think Dad was contemplating it, and then he decided he wasn't that much of a glutton. He decided no. Plus he was already feeding, 6 or 7 people. I'm doing this all over again. I guess because I am. Deja vu. I almost don't need to look at the GPS. So I can slow down, cool my jets a little bit. This place is really easy to get in and out of anyway. It's not a problem. Some places in cities are kind of tricky. This one's not. Hello. Take me off your list and don't call me again. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Freaking telemarketers. I hate them. I really hate them. Okay. Let's get my microphone off here. Pretty sure I told that particular telemarketer not to call me before. Come on, light. God. It's a long one. There's a big truckload of cargo trailers. I'm glad I don't do that. That would drive me nuts. Okay. We'll just go find out what these guys got. I'm still not shutting this off. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so yes, they do have one going to Oklahoma City. Get out of here, fly. And it's gooseneck and it's not ready yet, so that's good. That gives me time to get my paperwork sorted. That all goes away. I don't know if he sent me the rate on this or not. No, not yet. Alrighty, hang on here. It's going to be a gooseneck. Big Tex Amarillo. Particulars. I'll bet that's it right there. The one he's just climbed up on. Hope so. Easy duties. Looks like he's remounting the spare. Looks like he might have a temp tag out there laying on the deck too. So that'd be awesome. Get in, get out of here quick. Let's see, where to? Recent. $240 miles to Oklahoma City. 252 to the store over there. So it's 3.5 hours. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably won't make it back here unless they're open later. Saw something about extended hours, so they may be open here later. So I might be able to make this round trip today if we get with it here. We'll see. So if they're open till 6, maybe so. Good. I like that he's mounting that tire up there securely. They can and will bounce off that gooseneck if you hit a big enough bump, and they're not they're not secured, as we know now. I bet that's my trailer there he's working on though. It's gotta be. If he knows I'm sitting here waiting. Yep.
Hey, you're listening to the
temp tag. We have a temp tag. Maybe, maybe not. Good, he's checking the lugs. I don't have to. Yay. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Good man. Most awesome. This is a little bitty one. This is like the one I hauled from Benton over to Oklahoma City. Let's see if I have learned any better about backing this truck up to a gooseneck, lining it up. I think I have. I think I got a spot figured out to line me up. I'm gonna hop out and make sure this is up high enough. All right. Kind of jammed up here on this curb thing. That was a little tricky backing in and getting that trailer being up on that curb, but I'm feeling pretty good about this truck. I finally figured out where the spot is. I need to aim for to get under a gooseneck without having to mess around going side to side looking for the right area. So that's a good thing. It's not that hard. This guy's parked in a bad spot for anybody hauling a long trailer out of here. Why the hell he's parked that close to a stop sign anyway, I don't know. It's illegal as hell. Totally illegal. You're not supposed to park right under a stop sign, I'm sorry. Alrighty then. So the only thing I haven't checked are the brakes. Do that up here. Turn them all the way up. Yeah, oh yeah, they're working. Turn them all the way back down. They are definitely working. I like this guy. He's no nonsense, no drama. Just get out there and get it done, get it gone. So I confirmed he closes tonight at 5. I'm not going to make it back before 5. Pretty obvious. It's late in the day, 10:30. I'll get over there at 1:30 or 1:40. 1:30, 12:30, 1:30. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I thought it was 3.5 hours. Yeah, it is 3.5 hours. Oh, 2:08. Okay, that makes more sense. So I won't get there till 2. So 3, 4, 5. So I wouldn't get it back here till 5:30 at best. So yeah, I can just pick a nice place to stop. Somewhere between here and there. Tangled up. Thank you, guy. Appreciate you. Some people are just nice. They'll let you in when you're going a lot slower. He could have gone on around me. He's nice enough to let me get in here. Which I appreciate. maybe we'll get a little bit more road action instead of just sitting in the lot action. I'll cut a bunch of that out so you don't have to sit there the whole time waiting with me. I had stuff to do to keep me occupied, but I don't expect you to sit through all that, just sitting and waiting. Hurry up and wait. So this is actually wonderful. This is much better than Seguin, and I was happy with Seguin. This is much better. This accomplishes a couple of things. It keeps me in a zone closer to home, for one thing. And I like these little hops where I don't have to, be dragging the same trailer around for days on end. I don't know why. It's just, I just like it better. And I guess I should be realistic too. I'm not going to drive 75 miles an hour over to Oklahoma City, so it's probably going to take me till about 3 to deliver this thing. Because I'm not going to burn that much fuel unnecessarily. There's no rush. There's no way I'm going to get back over here before they close. So I might as well take my time, just enjoy the trip, which I fully intend to do. So the Big Texan restaurant's over here on the left. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but I can't remember if you can even see it from up here anymore. When I was a kid, this wasn't an interstate so much. It was like a big 4-lane road, but it wasn't like it is now. And the Big Texan was just off to the side of the road. It wasn't like this big production number, but there it is right there. Big Texan Steak Ranch. That was a huge draw when I was a kid, so it's been there a long time. So I'm getting a little long in the tooth these days. Ain't no spring chicken anymore. But the world was a much different place back then. Much, much different. I'm kind of keeping an eye out for potential places to stop on the way back tonight. I've got plenty of time, so I don't have to stop out far from Amarillo. I may not stop right in Amarillo either. I don't mind getting up and driving a half an hour or an hour to get it delivered in the morning. Might as well. I mean, it's not any big deal. Either way, I do want a reasonably priced place to stay and not one of these big hotels like I stayed in last night. I don't really care for that where I can't just walk out and see the truck. My whole problem I had with the truck this morning, leaving my key in it and all that, probably I would not have done if I'd have been at a little motel where I could pull the truck right up out across from the room and get out to it easy. It's such a big production number getting from the 3rd floor down to the parking lot and all that. It's a little different when you just open the door and walk out and look. But anyway, I mean, that's not what made me leave the key in the truck at all. I'm not trying to say that. That was just plumb stupidity, Plumb dumb is what that was. Get over here in the slow lane, let all these fast guys get by me. It smells like a feedlot out here somewhere. So that shouldn't surprise me because there are feedlots around Amarillo. like if I'm leaving Amarillo and I'm just going home, I would go ahead and cut right over here on 287 and run that down. Can't do that today because that doesn't go to Oklahoma City. You gotta stay on 40. Yeah, this is A-OK here. Truck clock is screwed up. Okay, I don't know what that means, but had to reset it anyway. I like hauling these big Tex trailers around. They're just easy to haul. Easy work. I don't have to work very hard at it, which is okay. I mean, I don't mind working hard. But I don't need to be killing myself working hard. Like with ridiculously hard stuff. So I don't mind working not so hard as much as I can get by with it. I was having difficulties with this trailer. The pin was locked on it. When I set it down on the hitch, I didn't realize it. I would have had to have cranked it all the way back up. The guy was nice enough to go get the forklift and lift it up so I could just open the pin and drop it over the ball. I really appreciate that he did that. Things I should be checking, I guess, that for whatever reason escaped me. Okay, honey, I'm going to shut this off and listen to the radio a while. Thank you for riding with me. I probably won't film any more today. I'll probably do another one tomorrow morning, but I'll get all these uploaded this weekend when I'm home. So by the time you see this, I'll be back at the hacienda. And, well, maybe even out on the road again next week. But take care. Thank you.